The Baltimore Orioles have made a move to call up Adley Rutschman, the number one prospect in baseball, a catcher, calling him up from the minor leagues. Big move for the Orioles. All Orioles fans have been waiting for this to happen, just waiting for them to call him up. They've been anxious and been waiting for it, and it's finally here. Adley Rutschman is being called up. So what does it mean for the Orioles? What does it mean for baseball? What does it mean for Adley Rutschman? Find out here on Bleacher Brawls. So Adley Rutschman has been called up. We're just going to get straight into this. Adley Rutschman is number one prospect for baseball. If you do not know what his game is about, he's a catcher, obviously. If you don't know that, you just want to follow prospects. There you go. He's a catcher. His scouting grades on the 20/80 scouting scale are 60 hit, 65 power, 30 run, 60 arm, 70 field, and an overall grade of 70. That means 60 is above average, 70 is well above average, and 80 is elite, but you never see 80s except for the rare occasions. The run is the only thing that hurts him, but at the end of the day, he's a catcher. It doesn't matter that much. But the hit's there, the power's there, the arm is there, and the fielding is there. And Rutschman was the Orioles' number one pick in the 2019 draft. And being a college bat, he's been able to advance through the minors quicker than what a high school player was. And Adley Rutschman is going to be in this next wave of Orioles prospects that can get called up that can lead the Orioles to be good in a few years. We will have a video here on Bleacher Brawls coming out on May 27th about the Orioles, about their farm system, and about some of their prospects, how they can potentially push to become a World Series contender in the future. So make sure if you're an Orioles fan, make sure to come and check that out on the 27th. But it's going to be a big day. He's going to start tonight against the Rays, or at least this afternoon. I don't remember exactly what time the game started off the top of my head, but he will catch today for the Orioles. So it's already confirmed MLB debut. Obviously, normally when a top prospect gets called up, it's because they're making their debut that night. They don't just get thrown on the bench. I had the privilege of watching Wander Franco's debut live last year. I got a little lucky with it, and you could tell from the get-go he had all the tools. And Adley Rutschman, I'm guessing his debut is going to be almost some big fanfare, just like Wander Franco's was. If Wander Franco can get can a field packed, I'm sure Adley Rutschman can do pretty good for Camden Yards. And he's been obviously very, very hyped up. He won the Golden Spikes player in college and the Dick Hauser Awards as the best college player in that 2019 season. And to go over some of his stats, last year he overall hit 285 with a 397 on base and a 502 slugging, an 899 OPS in 123 games, 25 doubles, 23 homers. He only struck out 90 times compared to 75 walks. That's huge. And then when you click at his stats in AAA in 43 games, 312, 405 on base, 490 slugging, and 895 OPS with 9 doubles, 5 homers, 33 strikeouts in 43 games, but 24 walks. So you can live with the kind of like a higher strikeout rate if he's going to walk a lot, which that's where baseball's going right now. It's the strikeouts don't matter as much as long as it's not a ridiculous amount if you can walk and get on base. And it looks like Rutschman can do that. So far this year, he's hitting. He's only played 4 games in high A and 3 in double A as kind of like a rehab assignment of sorts because he got injured and was forced to miss the start of the season. That kind of ruined his chances of being able to make the big league roster on opening day. And in 12 games in AAA, he's only hit 233. Not great, about a 377 on base, a 442 slugging, but the big thing, 377 on base in 12 games. He's gone and walked 7 times. And the strikeouts around, he's only struck out 6 times. He already has 3 homers. And he's ready. I think he was ready coming into this year. And it's unfortunate that he got injured, wasn't able to, really make the move to the big leagues. But I think that he will be able to be very successful. If we go to his Fangraphs page, I'm loading up his Fangraphs page right now. His projections for this year range from hitting around 250 with around a 330 to 350 on base. With his weighted runs created plus, he's actually still projected to be above league average, and that's around like 70, like high 70s, low 80s games so far. He might hit more than that now at this point because he's getting called up earlier into the season. He's projecting to have a WAR on around the mid twos, around 2.5, 2.6, 2.7. It's a big addition to the Orioles, and he's going to slide right into that Orioles lineup, and he's going to play a big role for the Orioles, not just now, in the future when the Orioles are hoping to be good. As a Red Sox fan, seeing the Orioles rebuild, it's been tough because the Orioles are a team that when they're good, they will spend some money. I mean, look at the Chris Davis contract. Obviously, it didn't work out for them, but they'll spend money. They're willing to go for it. They're not going to spend the Yankees or the Red Sox or Dodgers amount of money, but they will spend some money, and that's going to be huge. Looking towards the future for Baltimore, it looks very, very exciting. I cannot lie. As a Red Sox fan, I'm kind of upset because it's like, oh, come on, the Baltimore could actually be good in a few years. But as a baseball fan, I really like seeing that, hey, Baltimore could potentially start getting good. They have Adley Rutschman, who's getting called up now, obviously. And then in the system, there's a bunch of guys. You have Grayson Rodriguez, Gunnar Henderson, Colton Cowser, DL Hall, Jordan Westberg, Kobe Mayo, Kyle Stowers, Heston Kjerstad, Kyle Bradish. Those are all the top 10 prospects for the Orioles. All but Kobe Mayo and Heston Kjerstad have an MLB ETA of 2023 or earlier. Those are the only two who have an MLB ETA after 2023. So 8 other top 10 prospects are expected to reach the big leagues and stick in the big leagues and get regular playing time in the big leagues by the end of 2023. And I always talk about this about prospects is I feel like whenever prospects come up together, they play better and they get a bond already. So when they get to the big leagues, there's a bigger, maybe not a better chance, but it seems more likely that they'll have success because they've already played with each other. And my example is, I use the Red Sox example of, you look at the 2007 World Series team, you start seeing guys like Ellsbury, like Pedroia, and a couple others. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. And then you look at 2013, there's still holdovers that were young, that are players grew into their own, and we're still on the 2013 team that won the World Series. Ellsbury, Pedroia, obviously are clear names for it, but you see it all the time. And look at the Red Sox group that came up from 2013 to 2015, 2016. Bradley, Betts, Benintendi, that's your whole outfield. I know Devers didn't come up to 2017, but he was a little late on that group. But you had Christian Vasquez, who was your starting catcher. You had Xander Bogaerts, who was your starting shortstop. There's and that's just position player sides. There's obviously pitching as well, which the Red Sox haven't had as much luck with pitching. But the point still stands that if you can get a core of prospects coming up together, it feels like a lot of the time they play better in the big leagues together because they've already played together and they have that chemistry and they know how to work together, and it just makes the team better long term. And I think that's good for the Orioles. I think that's very, very good for the Orioles. And I think it's something very important for them because obviously they're bad right now. I mean, in 2018, they lost 115 games. I think they lost over 100 games in 2019. 2021, they lost over 100 games. If I'm correct, I think they did. So, yeah, they've struggled. Don't get me wrong. They have struggled. But, there's not much. But if you're going to struggle, obviously the clear path is a rebuild. And the Orioles have done that. And it looks like their rebuild has a good chance of having success. And once the Orioles start getting good, they will start to spend some more money. They'll start to spend some more money on, maybe a free agent or re-signing one of their players. They've never been afraid to throw out a little bit of money when they're good. And I think that where they are now, by the time they're good, they won't have a bunch of money on the books. So they will be able to throw out a little bit of money. And they have a very solid core. You have Cedric Mullins, Austin Hayes. You're going to add in all these prospects that are coming up. And there's all these other guys. I'm not going to go through their whole entire roster because I don't want to be here for, an hour. But they're going to have a core. They also have Trey Mancini, who I don't think he's going to ever leave Baltimore. I just don't. I feel like he has a connection with Baltimore. So I just personally don't see him ever leaving. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very happy for Baltimore fans because I want it. It's got to suck to be a Baltimore fan when your team's awful. It's gonna be hard to follow the team. But as a Red Sox fan, it's just like, I hate this. We might have another good team in this division, which is unfortunate. But it's baseball, and at the end of the day, Adley Rutschman's going to be a good player. And as a baseball fan, I want to see him play well. Just not want to see all the other young players play well. He's on the Red Sox game recap for the first game of the Mariners series. I said I want Julio Rodriguez to play well. Do I want to play well against the Red Sox? No, but for baseball, as a baseball fan, I do want to see him play well. And it's going to be the same thing for Adley Rutschman. Don't kill the Red Sox, but you can play well against anyone else. I don't care. Don't be Wander Franco and just absolutely kill the Red Sox. Like, please. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. If it's your first time checking out Bleacher Brawls, please make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like this video, share this video. We're growing. We're doing, obviously, right now we have a main core of Red Sox fans. So we're doing a lot of Red Sox game recaps. So make sure to check those out. Even if you're not a Red Sox fan, maybe, or even when, the Red Sox may be playing your favorite team, you can check us out and, watch the game recaps. We're trying to cover both sides of it, both teams' perspective of it. Obviously it'll be a little bit more Red Sox focused, but that's okay. You get to see it from a Red Sox fan perspective. So I always find that cool when you get to see things from other fans' perspectives. So yeah, you can do that with us. Make sure to also check out all our previous videos that aren't game recaps. We did a video on the AL Central yesterday. Who won the AL Central? Check that out. We did a video on Bray and Bayo, Prospect Pipeline. That'll be a weekly series on Wednesday. The first couple ones will be Red Sox prospects, but we will start doing prospects for other teams. So keep an eye out for that. And also be a good chance to learn about some prospects from the Red Sox as well, if you don't know much about the Red Sox system, and then other team systems as well down the road when we start doing other teams in a couple weeks. And on Monday, we did a video covering the Angels. Are they legit contenders? Make sure to check that out. Look in the description and check out the Bleacher Brawls website. Make sure to check that out. We're going to be having good content written over there. Make sure to check out our Instagram, our Twitter. Make sure to check out the whole crew's Twitter. We do Twitter spaces for Red Sox games at times, once, maybe twice a week. So make sure to follow our Twitter, all our Twitters, to find out when that could happen. And we'd like to get some perspective from non-Red Sox fans as well. If we're Red Sox are playing the Orioles or doing a Twitter space, come join us. We want to find out perspective. I like learning what other fans think of us, what they think of themselves compared to what I think of Red Sox and what I think of, their team. So let's have some fun. Let's make a good community here, and let's have some fun. Make sure to go in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on Adley Rutschman being called up. And yeah, make sure to check us out because we're just starting here, but we're growing a real brand here, and we're very excited about it. My name is Derek. Thanks for checking out this Adley Rutschman video. Breaking news, good for Oriole fans. Have fun with them. You're going to like them. I guarantee you will. And this is Bleacher Brawls, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.